Have you ever been asked to drop everything to complete a seemingly urgent task? Seemingly urgent task. Something that seems like it has to be done immediately, but it really doesn't have to be done immediately. The second paragraph. Interesting. Second paragraph. This is an example of an organization that, or a situation where this team was told to do something very quickly, and then they did it as fast as they could, and they found out that the client wasn't really that much of a hurry at all and was very slow in responding. So they're talking about what's wrong with this picture. Something doesn't add up with this picture. Something doesn't seem right with this picture. So why did the client give us only 3 days and convey such a sense of urgency? So the client only offered to say, I need to get this project done in 3 days. I really need it. Got to get that project done in 3 days. But she really wasn't ready to move forward. Was she being dishonest, or was she just deluding herself, confusing herself, or convincing herself, or fooling herself about the situation? Or is something else going on? So was the client just not in touch with reality and lying to herself? I have seen many of these situations over the last few years, and I have some ideas about how to avoid falling into this trap, how to avoid getting into this situation, either as the person who's doing it or the person who is being pushed to go quick. So whether it's the perpetrator, the person who's asking everyone to go fast, 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 or if you're the victim, the person who is being told to go fast, fast, fast. So the starting point for this issue is dramatic acceleration. Okay, so what's happening for all this is that everything is getting faster. The business culture is fast, 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 fast. Fast is the business culture. Because we live in a world of real-time communication, continuous communication from anywhere in the world, everybody expects that everything can happen instantly, instantaneously, instantly. As such, it's almost unthinkable for managers to give an assignment, whether to a consultant or a subordinate, right? And say, take your time. Could you imagine a manager saying, yeah, here's the project, take your time. Or, hey, think about it. Think about what it'd take and let me know when you can get to it. No, you aren't going to hear a manager say that. Instead, the almost unconscious default position is to push for rapid action. Okay, intersecting with this drive for speed, also combined with this need to go fast, is the reality that many organizations are smaller now. They've reduced their costs and taken out a lot of different levels of management, but they still have the same amount of work to do. And the managers are expected to do more and more and more and more and more and go faster, 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 faster. The result of trying to drive more through fewer people is jamming of the queue. I mean, it's creating a backlog, a traffic jam. Jamming, crowding of the queue, the line, jamming of the queue. There's simply no way to get everything done in the accelerated time frames, so you can't really do all these things the managers expect. While their intentions are to move things on, the reality can only move so fast because you only have so much time. So he's making an analogy. He says you can only force so many things through the eye of the needle, the limited amount of time. Okay, so the problem is that some tasks really do need to be carried out quickly. Okay, and they get stuck along with everything else. He gives us an example of how hospitals label things that need to get done. In our case, the manager really didn't want to move fast with the reorganization, but then she was inundated, she was flooded, she was overwhelmed with other things to do, other requests, other meetings, and priorities, and she had trouble finding time to read our proposal. She also thought that it could get her boss and other executives aligned on the reorganization to agree with the plan of the reorganization, but she couldn't find time to get them all together or even meet with them. So while she really wanted rapid action, she just couldn't pull it off. She couldn't do it. She couldn't pull it off. She couldn't do it. She couldn't accomplish it. Pull off means to accomplish or to do it. Obviously, there's no easy solution for dealing with hurry up and wait. But if you feel like it's affecting your team, your company's work, here's some ideas. Here's some suggestions. You need to analyze, do you have repetitive activities that your team is doing that's not really that important or could be done with less effort? One overloaded manager, got permission from her boss to report on a monthly basis instead of a weekly basis. And that gave her more time to handle urgent projects. Second, inject more discipline into the prioritization of tasks. Work with your team to identify those things that really do need to be done with speed. And when a new request comes in, make explicit decisions about where it fits into the list of priorities. What's the most important job or task you need to do? And you need to put each job into a list of priorities. And if necessary, you can even challenge. Someone says, we need this project in 3 days. You can say, you really have to have it in 3 days? Can you wait 5 days? I mean, does it really need to be a hurry? Because we've got a lot of other things we have to hurry on. Given the desire for speed that permeates today's business culture, we all probably experience hurry up and wait syndrome at one time or the other. If we could do a better job of prioritizing, however, we might face it. What's it? We might face it. We might deal with it. We might face the hurry up and wait syndrome with less often.